Hey guys, and welcome to episode 2 on the Castlecraft server. And since the last episode, I've been building some stuff, and I've gotten some of the walls done on my castle. Let's get out of the rain for a second, it's kind of loud. So, I've gotten this wall done right there, and I've also finished some of this front section, but let me just run out in the rain for a little bit. I know it's probably really loud. But let's jump down here and look at this. So I've gotten this wall done, all of this, and before, in the last episode, all of this was not complete, and it was just all basically just empty space. But I got all that done. I put in the cobblestone right there, and I think it looks pretty good. It looks just like the front, by the way. And I also added in this little room, which is the entrance to my secret room, which is my secret iron room. I have endless iron, and all of these chests are full of iron, thanks to a duplication glitch, which I used. I know I probably shouldn't have done it, but now I have endless iron on the server. So now I don't ever have to go out and mine for iron. So I have that, but just coming up here. Made this little path. Just thought it would look cool. Made that like that. I also added this little path into the redstone of the fishing farm. I don't know if the fish farm works because I haven't tried it since the last update. But if it does, I do plan to AFK a lot because I get so much good stuff. But as for the iron, I don't think there's any more duplication glitches I could use to get as much iron as I did. Basically, what I did was I used the crafting table like this, and first I just named 9 pieces of iron, and I just went like this over the block and just held the A button. Well, it didn't hold it. I put a piece of tape over the A button. But so let's talk about the plans for today's episode. I'm thinking maybe just finishing the walls, and yeah, basically I'm just gonna probably finish the walls. I still need to finish that wall. That one's not done yet, but that wall is completely not done. So there's no blocks even laid down. So I need to put up those things. But I'm going to probably do a time-lapse of me building this section of the wall, just to get it a bit faster. Well, let's just dig through here and see what I have to do. Yeah, so as you can see, there is a lot to be done. But I'm going to take my second camera account, which I'm going to have to just open up on a different profile and just walk over here and maybe build up a pillar and just stand there and stare at it as I build. But I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna do a little time lapse of me building this, and it's gonna probably be right now. Alright guys, just thought I would have a little chat during this time lapse. Basically I just want to talk about the plans for Castlecraft that I have, and to get started, I want to make the map public to everyone. So basically, anyone can just join. And to join this map, you just have to friend me, and I will friend you back. And just send me a text, and maybe I'll join a party with you, and we could just talk, and I will let you join the map. But I want people to join and explore, so this map's going to be like an adventure map. I plan to have it so when somebody spawns, they spawn in the world, and there's signs and stuff, and I'm going to build a big sign above the spawn that says Castlecraft, so you could see that. I'm going to have a little spawn village. I am working on that right now. But so yeah, when they spawn in, they're going to get to read the signs, and there's going to probably be a little story to it, so it's going to be its own little adventure. And there's all these paths that lead to different castles. There's the main path that leads from the spawn to my castle, and that one's about 1,000 or 1,000 to 1,500 blocks away. So it's not that far, But it is cool. So there's actually a nether hub that I built. I don't want people, like new people that joined, to have access to it, because you could access like any base on the map like instantly, because I'm going to have portals leading everywhere. But I plan to have a currency, and the currency is going to probably be like gold ingots or something like that, maybe like golden bars. And whoever new joins, I'm going to give them a set amount, and I'm going to have shops everywhere. I know how to build a redstone shop, and the way that the redstone shop works is that you put in items, and basically you just put in the items, like, then it gives you something back. So I could probably have like a 2-for-1 system. So say you put 2 gold ingots in, you get like a piece of cooked steak back, and that would be how you get food, and same with the tools and everything. But yeah, so you're going to get to like walk around and explore the different castles on the map. So far there's like, I think there's 2, or there's my big main one that's not done yet, but I do want that thing to be open to the public. So I'm going to have it so all of my stuff, it has doors on it, maybe like piston sand doors that just like close shut, and basically just make it so that people cannot access my stuff, but there's going to be a big castle they can go explore. I do have some friends that are building a castle right now, which looks really cool. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this little talk. Basically, just my plans for Castlecraft, somewhat. Like, yeah, just talked about how I planned to make this an adventure map, and I hope someday that this map will be big and get lots of people on it. And yeah, I can't wait till they add 16 players. So that's gonna be fun once they add 16 players. Yeah, so let's get on with the rest of the video. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse that I put out there. But going away from my base, I got on my horse and I rode back to the spawn map. And I basically just wanted to show you around a little bit. This is the spawn map. There is a huge ice-spiked biome all the way over there. You could see it on the map somewhat. It's that little center area of the snow biome, and it's just over there. And there's like a little path to it. Actually, this is a path to somebody's base, which they built a long time ago, and they're not currently on anymore. But yeah, so this is the spawn map. I plan to build a little spawn village and basically have it so you can just explore and stuff. I did talk about that in the time lapse. But this is the spawn. So this is the exact spawn point. Marked it out. I think you can spawn from this corner to that corner to that corner, and it's like a perfect square spawn. But this is the nether hub, which I plan to hide underground so that people that spawn in that are new cannot get to it, and the only people that have access to it are me and some other trusted people. But yeah, so this is the spawn, and I'm gonna head back to the base, and I'm gonna probably get one more thing done today. Alright, back at the base, and I just wanted to show you some other stuff that I got done while I was getting that wall built. Remember this outside area? How, like, there was all these like random dirt lines leading to the center and everything. Well, I cleaned up that, fixed up this huge hole in the ground. There are still some chests that I have to get rid of up here, but basically these chests are just full of like stone, like this. Let me just open a couple of them and show you what's inside of them. Yeah, so I gotta take these inside to my big bulk storage room. I know in the future I'm gonna probably have to extend it out a little bit, because if you look, there's only 2 double chests per item, and I have tons of stone, tons of dirt, and tons of cobblestone. So I have like endless of that stuff just in mines and just random project areas and stuff. But I think in the last little bit of today's episode, I'm going to be showing you some stuff that I did not show you in the first episode, which I was going to save for later episodes, but I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to show you what it is, what I want to show you. So just to get started, I'm going to have to travel really far, but let's look on the map to show you where I have to go. I know it's not filled out yet, the spot that we're going, which is in this map, but where I have to go, I have to travel by foot. You can see the path right there. That is the path that leads from the spawn, which is right there, all the way down, and there's somebody's base there, somebody's base there, and there's somebody's base right there, which is looking really good. There's also somebody's base there, but where I'm going to go is from here, travel on the path. Somebody's base is also right there. I'm going to take a left here, and I'm going to end up right there. So I'm going to meet you right there. Well, we're here on the map, and I switched it to easy mode because the farm needs to be on easy to spawn guardians. But this hole right here is for my horse. I would ride my horse down the trail and basically just park my horse there and get in a boat. But yeah, so this is it. I'm there on the map like I said I'd be. Didn't take that long, maybe like a 5-minute walk. Wasn't nothing too big, but that right there is actually somebody's base that I walked past. And I did walk past just about all of the different bases, like the different entrances. I showed you the signs, but we are traveling this way. And I don't have a map for this. I forgot to pick one up, but this is it. You can see it in the distance. There's my guardian farm. There's what I didn't show you in episode 1, which I probably should have because it's really cool. But this is where I get my sea lanterns from and my endless cooked fish, which I don't have any on me, which I need to pick some up. Here we are. We're at the front entrance, which I did plan to before. I plan to extend this out and have a tunnel that went underground to my base. But that turned out to be a bad idea because it would have taken so freaking long. But let's just go in here and check it out. Alright, so this is it. These are the crystals, I think. Here, let me just get a sip of water. Crystals. Alright. So those are the crystals, and these are the shards. Right there, they're filling up because I was here earlier and I made some sea lanterns. But let's just let me show you how many shards I got. So all of these chests from the top to the bottom are filled up all the way to, I think, this chest, one of these chests, this chest right there. So everything is filled up from there to there. But what's actually weird about this system is it seems to only sort out the prismarine shards before it gets to these. So these are empty because I have been crafting them into sea lanterns, but there are lots in here. But yeah, so right here is my tool chest. I have leftover tools from when I was building this thing, digging it out. I used so many picks. See all these dead picks? Used all of them up. And this is my cooked fish area. So now I got endless cooked fish. Might as well grab some right now. Endless cooked fish all the way to there, to this chest. Again with the fish, since these things get sorted out first, these things are last. So in order for these things to fill up, I would probably have to AFK overnight on peaceful mode just to let all of these shards get from down there to up here, which there's millions of items in this farm. I've let this thing run for like nights and there's so many items, it's so backed up. But let me show you the down below section of how backed up it is. So just off the bat, you could see those pistons activating because what happens, and yes, this thing took me a long time to dig this hole. I had to use sand and stuff, but what happens is they fall, and they splat, and the items get picked up by minecarts, which you can see right there. And there's a better view in here of the minecarts. So minecarts pick them up, and they transport from here. So let me show you a little test of how this thing works. So let's just throw some of this crap right there. So it should get picked up, and it does, and when it does, which it just did, this thing drops off all of the items into this chest. So there you go. And all of these chests down here, after a night, they would be fill up all the way. They'd be full. And this thing is backed up with shards. It is actually getting transported. Items do get transported. So yeah, it looks like there might be some fish in there after all. But yeah, so that's basically the farm. This thing's been working. I built this thing a long time ago, and it has been supplying me with endless sea lanterns. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed episode 2. I got a lot of stuff covered, and I talked about a lot. And yeah, so catch you in the next episode, which I'm going to upload probably later on tonight. See you next time. Bye-bye.